Hey, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't the silence that got her attention. It was the shift in your energy. The moment you pulled back, not out of pettiness, but out of power, something clicked in her mind. Suddenly, you weren't always available. You weren't texting first. You weren't chasing. And now she can't stop thinking about you. That's the paradox most men never understand. It's not your presence that makes her obsessed. It's your absence. It's the gap you create when you stop pouring everything into someone who didn't value it. And when you pull back with confidence, not to manipulate, but to protect your peace. You flip the script completely. You see, people crave what feels scarce. And when you were always there, always giving, always trying, you were predictable. And predictable never creates desire. But when you pulled back, you triggered a part of her mind that thrives on uncertainty and curiosity. She starts to wonder, why did he stop calling? Is he talking to someone else? Did I lose him? These questions aren't signs of insecurity. They're proof that your presence meant something. And now, in your absence, she's realizing it. But here's the key. This only works when your pullback is authentic. You're not pretending to care less, you actually are choosing yourself. You're not punishing her. You're prioritizing you. You're refocusing on your growth, your mindset, your goals. The truth is, when you stop chasing, the right ones start noticing. And when you stop begging to be chosen, you finally start choosing yourself. That's when everything changes. Not just in relationships, but in life. So remember this. Pulling back doesn't make you weak or cold. It makes you centered. It makes you calm. And ironically, that calm is exactly what creates the storm of curiosity in her mind. She thought, you'd always be there. Now she's wondering why you're not. And that right there is power. When you pull back with calm confidence, it shifts the dynamic completely. It's not about disappearing out of spite. It's about stepping back to protect your peace. That change in energy is powerful because it signals that you no longer need external validation. People value what isn't always available. When you are constantly reaching out and making yourself too accessible, your presence became expected, even taken for granted. But when you remove that presence, it creates space for curiosity, which naturally leads to deeper interest. Your silence speaks louder than your words. When you stop trying to explain yourself, prove your worth, or win someone over, your absence becomes the message. And that message is often more powerful than anything you could say. She starts to question everything. The mind doesn't like unfinished stories. And when you pull back, you create a gap that her thoughts rush to fill. She wonders where you are, what you're thinking, who you might be with. That uncertainty often sparks desire. Pulling back only works when it's real. If you're faking disinterest to manipulate her, it will backfire. But when you genuinely shift your focus inward, on your goals, growth, and peace, the energy is felt. Authenticity can't be faked, and it's what makes your silence impactful. Emotional self-control is attractive. When you stop reacting and start responding from a place of calm, people respect that. It shows maturity, discipline, and strength, traits that are rare and deeply magnetic in any relationship. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. When you step back from someone who didn't appreciate your efforts, you're showing that you won't tolerate being undervalued. That standard sets the tone for every connection moving forward. Sometimes the best way to be remembered is to walk away. Not with drama or resentment, but with quiet certainty. Leaving someone with the echo of your absence often says more than any final conversation ever could. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please do subscribe, like and comment.